Hey, Aaron Whitlow.
Ken Whelan.
We are Swoop Squad, and today we are doing an episode of Geeking Out. What are we going to geek out about today?
Gonna geek out about the past.
Oh, Lord. We're going down memory lane.
Going down memory lane.
Yeah. Is that you driving down memory lane?
Yeah.
Is that one-seater or two-seater?
It's a 4-seater. Convertible.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
You got hydraulics? Is it?
No, it's not a Latino convertible.
What are they about to? We going down memory lane, I say. But come in, Holmes. Hector. I'm sorry, it's so racist. I apologize if I offended anybody that's Hispanic.
I started it.
He did start it. He's mentioned it, as they always do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Them. Anyway, memory lane. We're talking about our experience working at the movie theater.
This is where we met.
We met at the movie theater. And before we even get into that, I want to ask Ken, what is the very first movie you've seen at movie theater?
Oh, ever.
Ever.
Yeah. E.T.
E.T. Extraterrestrial.
And I cried my little 3-year-old eyes out.
Wow.
Yeah, they had to take me out of the theater. I was just bawling. And it wasn't because I was being a little jerk kid.
Is this before or after he raised his neck and scared Drew Barrymore?
It was after. It was when he was sick.
Oh, and he dies.
Yeah.
Did I ruin it for you?
No.
Okay.
No, I actually did see it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
He dies, man. But
Yeah, I just started bawling, man. They had to take me out of the theater. And that hooked me, man. I was in love with the movie.
That's so awesome. That's so sweet and gentle for your first movie.
Yeah.
My first movie was, I kid you not, Full Metal Jacket.
That's a rough one.
Arlie Ermy,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Other people that I don't remember. That movie, I went with my aunt Denise, and my uncle John Bowling Bull. We call him Bull. They took us to the Martin Twin Theater here in Bowling Green. There was a theater before it became a dollar theater. It was a legitimate theater, Martin Twin Theater. It was at the old mall. Bowling Green had 2 malls. Well, it had 1 mall at one point, and then they built the Greenwood Mall later on, and took a lot of the commerce there. But it was nice, man. It was like it had a water fountain. Like
water fountain was awesome.
Like a little wishing fountain.
Yeah.
Man. It's pretty awesome.
It was a really cool looking fountain too, man. It was just, I don't know what happened. I haven't even been in there in 20 years.
I loved it though. But the movie was. It started out as like funny because I'm like, oh, they're making fun of this guy. It's so funny. He just pants it down. I thought it was hilarious, and then he shoots himself in the head. He kills Arlie Ermy before he shoots himself in the head. And then it took a dramatic turn, and so
it got dark.
That is probably why I have issues today, and that's also the reason why I would never ever go into the Marines because of that movie. That movie did it for me.
Yeah, wasn't the best. Commercial for the Marines. Recruiting video. It wasn't a good recruiting video.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen in theaters?
Oh, man. Showtime.
You seen Showtime?
At the theaters. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so ashamed. The worst movie I seen in theaters was I would have to say oh man, it has Jennifer Lopez.
Geely?
No, The Sale.
Oh, whoa!
The Sale.
Wow.
You like The Sale?
I like The Sale. That was a trippy movie, man.
Also has Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio was in that too.
But I didn't. I wasn't too fond of it. Although I thought it was cool visually. Visually, it was great.
Visually
movie.
it was awesome. Acting wise, probably not.
Yeah,
I was just sitting there amazed at all the crazy.
Or maybe I take it back. I say, dude, where's my car? Where's my car? It's probably the worst.
Hysterical.
Man, you make it hard.
No, I mean, if that's your least favorite movie you've seen in theater, that's your business.
Maybe
man.
it is.
That's your prerogative.
That's sad. Hey, so what's the best movie you've seen in theaters?
The best movie I've seen in theaters was just recently, because I really can't say past wise because I watch movies at home too. Recently, the best movie I've seen in the theater was Godzilla.
I would have to agree with you. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Godzilla immensely. Um, but in the past wise, actually, the best. It's a toss up between. I watched Lion King in theaters. I cried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cried when Mufasa died. And then yeah, I'm a grown man.
Okay.
I said I admit it.
Hey, that's
You
fine.
cried at E.T.
I did.
You was 3 years old though.
That's okay.
That's the difference. And then also Armageddon. I cried in Armageddon. I ain't gonna lie to you because it was sad. It was a tearjerker. He sacrificed himself to save Ben Affleck. In hindsight, that was the wrong choice, Bruce Willis. Wrong choice. We got G Lee. Thank you, Bruce. Probably not connected.
Bruce can do no wrong though. Bruce
Uh,
can do no wrong.
I,
No.
I would say so.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
I mean, critics would say Hudson Hawk.
Critics are wrong. Critics are wrong.
Or the longest. No. What's that movie? Whole 9 Yards. Whole 10 Yards. Is it Whole 10 Yards? Is it the sequel to Whole 9 Yards? Whole 10
I
Yards.
don't know what you're talking about.
He plays Jimmy the Tulip Tedeschi, and he was a hitman. You gotta watch it.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
I like the
that was
first
okay.
one. The sequel was not good.
I didn't know there was a sequel.
It
Holy
was.
crap.
Yeah, it's something for you to watch.
Learn something every day.
That's what he says. What is, before we get to the movie theater where we worked, what is one of the coolest movie going experiences for you?
I hated the movie. The Star Wars Episode 1 was one of the coolest movie going experiences. Just because, and any Star Wars fan, any geek out there will agree with me on this, the fact that I got to watch it literally before anybody in this town.
I was there.
We got to screen it the night before it came out.
I was there.
And all those people were lined up outside in their tents, freezing their asses off.
And we got to watch it.
And we got to walk on in and
cool.
watch it. The movie itself.
Before we get to that, let me tell you, the coolest movie experience for me was going down to the IMAX in Nashville and watching Superman Returns.
Really? I bet that was.
It was in 3D. It was awesome. Even though people don't like it, I enjoyed it maybe because I seen it in the IMAX.
Winter
IMAX
Soldier
makes
was good
anything-
down there.
Winter Soldier is just good anywhere.
But it was in IMAX
great.
in 3D. That
Man.
was really, really awesome.
Marvel is doing great these days.
Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 3D was
I
good.
have never seen it. I will see it once. But the segue back to when I first got a job at the movie theater here in Bowling Green, I got interviewed by a guy named Presley, and I got hired specifically for Star Wars Episode 1: Phantom Menace because it was coming out that May. I want to say it was May.
Yeah, it was me.
It was coming out, and it was 1999. 99. I graduated in 99. So I'd say it came out 99, 98, 99 when it looked.
99 or 2000?
I think it's 98 or 99.
Because you got hired pretty soon after I did.
Yeah, 98, 99, I'll say. But Presley, I was in my interview. He looked at my application. He seen that I worked at KFC, and he said, "Oh, you work at KFC? Hey, I used to work at KFC. I know how to make the secret recipe. I know the secret recipe. My wife said I didn't know how to do it, so I took it, and I made it at home." She said, "Yeah, it tastes just like KFC. Well, can you come in on Saturday? We're having a meeting." Hired. I didn't have to say anything. I said, "Yes, sir, I can be here."
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. And for Star Wars Episode 1: Phantom Menace, it was great. I enjoyed it. Yours?
We got. I think we both got hired for the same position as ushers.
Ushers, yeah.
Which was
with the red,
not a bad job, to be honest with you. It wasn't a bad job.
burgundy vest.
I'm just really glad I wasn't hired for concessions because apparently that job was horrible.
I didn't do concessions.
Yeah.
I stayed far, far away from the concession stands.
Yeah.
Unless it was for the free popcorn and drinks.
Yeah, unless I was getting a drink.
It was you can get free popcorn and free drinks.
I felt really bad, to be honest, and any of you that worked with us while we were at Carmike, any of you girls that worked back in concessions, I feel bad for you. I didn't feel bad for you then. I was a jerk.
Did they never pull you? They pulled me in not to work the register, but they would pull me in every now and then to help with the popcorn, like getting the bags and stuff, but I was so slow that they just put me back out on the floor. It's a whole different ball game back in concessions.
I kind of had a reputation at the theater.
Yeah, you're the butthole.
I wasn't a butthole. No, I was just the person that didn't do anything that wasn't in my job description.
And you would let them know, I guess.
Yeah, and it was more of a hassle to get. I worked there for a while. I actually got promoted.
Oh God.
It was one of those situations where they knew it was more of a headache to try and get me to do something than it was to just not even ask me to do it.
Right.
Again, I'm sorry, but
yeah, the first movie I seen for free at the theaters was Episode 1. Second movie I seen for free at the theaters was around the same time, a little movie that was, now people will diss it, but it was awesome to watch it then. Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah, before everybody knew how it ended.
Yeah,
movie was good.
It was great watching it in theaters, and at the ending, I was like, "Whoa, oh my God, what's going on?"
Yeah,
and you was really feeling it, and the movie was smart, and I think it's the lowest budget film ever made, actually, maybe even to this day. I think it surpassed Halloween as the lowest movie ever made in history. So,
which Halloween was filmed here?
Allegedly. Yeah, well, John Carpenter. He's from here. He's from here. I met him twice.
My ex-wife's uncle was his best man at his wedding.
Oh man, that's pretty. You went at me, sir.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's Bowling Green, born and raised. I
have another movie theater. This is later on. I worked at a movie theater called Great Escape, and I was leaving to go home from a day of work, and John Carpenter was pulled up outside of the theater, and I didn't recognize it at first, and then I realized that's John Carpenter when I was pulling away, and I thought, dude, let me go back around and tell him, hey, man, if you come back to watch a movie, I will come back to let you in for free, and so I tried to get him to let him know it, and he thought I was a crazy fan, and he left, and never seen him again.
Yeah. But going back to the usher thing, we had a good time. We had a good time working as ushers. All the guys and girls that they had working with us.
Joey Smith, great guy.
Bobby Handy.
Spanky, Frank Spradlin.
Yes, Spank Spradlin.
Spank. Chad Collins later on.
Chad Collins. Jonas Miller.
Man.
There was a bunch of them. Quisenberry.
Did he work? He didn't work there. He was there. He was a regular.
I thought he worked there.
I'm pretty sure
You'll have to ask
Dustin
him.
Quisenberry was a regular. He never. I don't think. Dustin, have you ever had a job? You might have. If you worked there, please correct us and let us know.
I thought he did because Mary and all the girls had a nickname for him.
I think because he was such a regular.
Oh, that's a possibility. I thought he worked there for 2 weeks or something.
Man, as an usher, if you don't know what an usher does, usher has 2-part job. One part job is you're essentially a doorman. Your job is to tear the ticket. The box office people would double sell, but that's late.
That's for a different time.
But what we do is we'll tear your ticket, show you where your theater is, whatnot, and then after the movie drops, we had these little times we'll know when the movie drops. When the movie drops, our job was to go in there after you got out, turn on the house lights, and sweep up, clean up, make it
sure
nice.
The floors weren't sticky, which that is impossible.
Yep. And we would just enjoy the heck out of it, man. That's what we'd do. We'd do that, and I enjoyed. The thing about working at that movie theater was this: you work there, you would get so in tune with listening to. You know how many times I heard Phil Collins saying "You'll Be in My Heart" from Tarzan?
You know how many times I heard what's his name?
Enrique Iglesias?
No, for Bug's Life, the dude that did the music for Bug's Life. Not Bruce Valanche, he was the writer, but the songwriter guy. Yeah, that guy.
That guy. I don't know the guy.
I heard that song a million times. Oh. Because Bug's Life was out at the theater forever. It may have been the longest running movie.
What's the longest print that they had there? Was it Bug's Life?
Longest print?
Longest print. Movie print that they kept in
Bug's Life. For me, it was Bug's Life because it was there for like 8 months.
At Carmike Cinemas Plaza 6, the longest print they had there, and Joey Smith, tell me if I was wrong, I believe the longest print there was Kings of Comedy. They had it for the longest. Yes.
Wow.
And actually, they also had Dude Where's My Car because one time at the Carmike 6, we had an employee almost party type of thing, and we was there locked in after the movies, and people were shooting fireworks out of the roof, and and then and people was a little intoxicated, and police came and knocked on the door, and we was like, shh, hey, let's act like we were watching a movie, and the movie that they chose was Dude Where's My Car. And being altered, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie if you're not altered, but when you are altered, it's definitely not a good movie. You see every flaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on, after we were ushers forever, we all kind of gelled together as a group of friends. Did some weird Fong. You remember Fong?
Fong.
James okay.
Fong. It was James Fong. Is it?
No, it's just Fong Nguyen. But he liked to be called Johnny.
Yeah, John Fong. Yeah, John Fong.
Yeah. So,
oh, dude,
my fondest memory of Fong, because Fong, man, he wanted to immerse himself in American culture. He wanted to live American, but he still had the Asian parents. And Asian parents have a tendency to be strict, which that's their thing. Their kids are turning out as doctors and lawyers.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But so Fong knew he had a job. He wanted to do it. He was going to do his job. So Presley told us we had to paint the hallway outside of the office, and Fong didn't want to get paint on his pants. So Fong's standing out in the hallway in his underwear, painting the walls.
Wow.
And he was just going about it, man. He didn't bat an eye. He just dropped his pants and started painting. I was like, wow.
I don't remember
that's dedication.
That. Let me tell you something about when I started working in theater. My buddy that helped me to get the job, that told me about it, he's still a good friend of mine today, Joey Smith, Randall Shane Smith, is his wrestling name. But he helped me to get the job. He punked me before there was a such thing as punk. One of the biggest things that they would do at that theater was make you feel the water fountain. Act like you don't remember making people feel the water fountain.
They tried to do it. I never did it to anybody. I thought it was stupid myself.
I didn't realize it because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna feel the water fountain, and I really took the bucket out of concessions when they would dump the ice into the ice machine, and I was out there literally pouring water inside the water fountain, and accept the picture.
This is when we were all back in high school too. This is back
19 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is before we had any worldly experience.
Yes.
So I don't blame you for that. There was also the prank. We got to fix something. Go get the left-handed hammer. All this kind of stuff.
And Frank Spradden would don't kill me, Frank. He would tell people whenever he interviewed them for a job, he'd ask them, "Okay, everything looks good. Could you tell me what the money shot is?" He would literally ask people that. Frank would do that. Tell me I'm not lying. Frank would do that.
He never did it to me.
He didn't do it to me, but he did it to other people.
That's hilarious. I never do that. I never do that.
Sharing secrets here.
Did you ever you were a projectionist, right?
I wasn't a projectionist, but I know that going up into the projection booth, aka the poster graveyard, was kind of creepy.
I was a projectionist for a long time.
Oh, you was Mr. Natcher then, were you?
Yeah, for a while I was. And the only thing that really sucked about that job, it was a really awesome job. The only thing that sucked is I had to wear a suit.
I remember that.
No sense.
I remember that you had to wear a suit. I do remember.
No one sees the projectionist.
I remember
but
this.
The projectionist had to wear a suit.
I remember this. I do remember this. I just came back. I remember this. I remember. You remember working there? Whenever you get remember we got the deliveries with more popcorn seeds and stuff. Yeah. We had to stack those and take those and. I remember. Oh my gosh! I remember making runs for Mary that used to work at the theater, still a friend of ours on Facebook. I remember making runs for her to Walmart to get Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That's part of my job description.
Mary hated me. Mary hated me.
That's all you're gonna say about that?
Well, she's got good reason. She's gonna hate me telling this story, or she'll enjoy it. I don't know. I never can tell with her, but. So Mary was our boss. She was our direct manager for a long time.
Is Presley Mary?
Yeah, Presley was the top dog. Later on, it was Beard.
Oh, Jeff Beard.
Yeah, Jeff Beard.
Jeff Beard.
Yeah,
I forgot about Jeff Beard.
yeah. Later on, it was Beard. And Mary was directly under
I
them.
forgot all about Jeff Beard.
So Saving Private Ryan.
I'm sorry. I forgot about Jeff Beard. I'm sorry, Jeff.
So Saving Private Ryan came out.
I remember
Right.
the tooth dude, by the way. It just
remember?
came to my
Okay,
mind.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Saving Private Ryan.
So Saving Private Ryan had come out. And like I said, if there was something that I didn't want to do, I didn't do it. But this was not one of those cases.
Mm.
It seemed like it, I'm sure, to Mary, and I could never apologize enough to her for what happened here. This was terrible. I'd been working for a couple days, pretty long shifts, and this day was like a 14-hour shift or something. I came in from open to close. And we lived a pretty wild life back in the theater days. Like we stayed up all night and slept all day, and
Pretty awesome. Jeff.
at this point I hadn't slept for like 2 days.
Oh wow.
And so I start Saving Private Ryan, last show of the night. It's going to be the last one to let out. I'm like, oh, thank God. So I start the movie, go back downstairs and sit down on a bench and go to sleep.
Did it brain wrap?
Oh, it brain wrapped.
Oh.
But let me
Explain to them what brain wrap is.
Yeah, brain wrap. Nowadays they use digital projectors, which basically you plop a DVD in the machine and it just shows it up on the screen.
Not the case in our
I
day.
hate them.
You had to actually build a print like
you had to splice the film together. You
trailers,
had to put the trailers
yeah.
on. I mean everything. It was an art form which I never mastered. Actually, there was another story about trailers and putting my first movie together, which was ridiculous.
Did you? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
That was Shakespeare in Love. It was my first movie I ever put together. And
somebody put something together once and it was backwards. It was upside down. It was actually
that was probably me too.
It was actually Jason X. Jason X was
no, that wasn't me. I didn't do it.
You didn't do Jason
X. But so anyway, back to Saving Private Ryan. Basically, how these work, you put the whole movie, which comes on multiple reels, usually about 6 or 7.
In these orange canisters.
In these big cans, and you would splice them together. You put them all together on this big platter that was about 4 feet wide. And the whole movie would be on there, so you wouldn't have to do any reel changes or anything. It was just one big ribbon.
Oh man!
It went through a device which we called the brain, which adjusted the speed of the platter so that it didn't like break the film or cram too much film into it. This theater was old. The brains didn't really work how they were supposed to work.
The theater was haunted too. That's a different story.
So it would create a situation where either like I said, either the film would get wrapped too tightly around it, or it would gum up the works because it was too loose, and it's what we called a brain wrap. And you would have to stop the movie
before it burns. It'll burn.
Yeah, burn it in half. You'd have to stop the movie, hurry up and get it untangled or whatever, and resplice it back together and start the movie back. Usually took about, if you're really good, I think the shortest brain wrap I fixed was about 4.5 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, I got to where I was pretty quick. Yeah.
Like 8 seconds.
But still, 4.5 minutes when you're in the theater seems like an eternity.
My job, by the way, at this point, will go into theaters and I will entertain the viewers. That was my unofficial job. I thought, let me go in there and talk to them, and I would go in there and I would pretty much do stand up to them, and it's pretty cool. Go ahead.
But
I wasn't there that night.
Saving Private Ryan is playing. Movie's going great. I don't know this because I'm passed out on a bench. You know how the movie ends.
Yes.
I'm sure anybody out there
you ain't
that's seen the
seen it, then
knows how the
wrong
movie ends. So anyway, right at the end of the movie where they're at the graveyard, it brain wraps and snaps. So 5 minutes, like right before the payoff of the movie, the tear-jerking ending of this movie, it brain wraps and snaps. People come pouring out of this theater, upset and mad, and at that time, right before the thing snapped, Mary comes over and wakes me up just to talk and hang out and whatever. And right as we start to talk, these people come pouring out of the theater, screaming at her, yelling at her, giving her the business, and it was all directed at her. It wasn't directed at me because they didn't know I was the guy responsible.
You didn't look responsible at that point.
And I did not take responsibility.
Oh, you left her with the bag. You left her with the baby.
I let her throw herself under the bus, man.
Oh my God! You just kind of like sidestepped out of the way.
I just went straight upstairs and started working on it. Like I was like, okay, she's dealing with this. I'm going upstairs and deal with this. Oh man,
worst move ever.
No. I think she forgave me for it. We're on good terms now.
Finally, I love Mary.
But we eventually got it going. She had to give out a bunch of free tickets. It was a travesty, man. It was an absolute travesty.
One of my coolest experiences at theater is I met Tom Green there. He was watching Star Wars Episode 1.
That was a big day.
I was there, and I was ushering, and we had flashlights and things like that, and we had to go. One of the jobs of the ushers during the movie while it's going down, your job is to go in there, make sure that the print looks good, make sure it's comfortable in there, make sure nobody has outside food and drink. Make sure that the doors are locked, nobody snuck in. Make sure people ain't having sex or making out, which it happens quite often. I walked in on some stuff. But not in this case. It was a full theater, Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And I looked, and halfway up the row was this black dude working at MTV and Tom Green. And Tom Green was just chugging popcorn, man, just watching Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And he was so into the movie. And after the movie, people crowded him, get his autograph. I got his autograph on the back of a ticket, Episode 1, Phantom Menace ticket stub. And yeah, man, and it was so cool. And he said, "Do I have popcorn on my face?" I said, "No, Tom Green. You don't have popcorn on your face."
No, Tom Green.
I said his full name. But it was cool. What do you think about? Do you still have any of your old posters from the theater?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I
have House of a Thousand Corpses.
I can't remember which ones I've got. I've also got some other stuff that I'm not supposed to have.
It's okay. It's closed now. They don't mind.
Well, no, I mean it's not just them. It's other. Well, actually, Lucasfilm is not a company anymore.
Huh? So it's cool. You got a print? You ain't gotta say it. What is the episode? Okay, we'll talk about the camera on camera with the cameras off before you can get destroyed. That
was another perk of the job is you get all this promotional.
You get a lot of
and
stuff.
Some other
it was so cool.
Promotional material.
And once again, as we mentioned, we got to see the movies before anyone could see it. I seen Tarzan. I seen American Pie, which I walked out of. I didn't like it at first.
Tarzan was big.
Blair Witch Project. Mummy. The Mummy was great, and they were actually play in the haunted theater. There was a theater at the Carmike Greenwood 6.
Theater 2.
I think it's on your. When you walk in, it's on your left. Second one on the left. The lights will go on and off by itself.
Not only that, but if you walked in there when the lights were off, I know it was just a trick of the light. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It looked like somebody was sitting in the second row down in the front.
Legend has it was Mr. Natcher.
Mr. Natcher, who was a projectionist. He worked there for a long time. I don't know much about the guy. I never met him.
Never. Did you see any ghostly stuff in the booth?
No, but it was creepy.
It's so creepy.
Oh man, I'd be up there splicing film, and the lights have to be off because you don't want light coming through the windows
and destroying the film. Yeah.
But you're sitting there splicing film, and it's this pitch dark room except for this little desk lamp you have at your desk, and you're sitting there splicing. And you just constantly have the hair standing up on the back of your neck, going,
"So many memories.
There is somebody behind me."
Man, another perk of the job, especially when I worked at the Carmike Carmike Cinema Plaza 6. Did you ever work at the 6? At the Plaza 6?
No, but we broke in one night.
It's okay. It's closed now. It's a church now. It's okay. Yeah. But
should have turned it into a nightclub, man. That would have been an awesome.
I wanted to own it. Me and Joey Smith said we would love to own that theater. But yeah, anyway, at that theater, one of the best perks is we got free movie tickets, and we could use those. We would essentially use them like money. We would go. I got Wendy's for free. I got free rentals because Chad's brother Brad worked at Thompson Video.
He ended up owning Thompson Video for a while.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that. He was cool. Brad was awesome too. But
Collins is really cool.
And oh yeah, I don't know if that was at Carmike or somewhere else. Snowden's. I worked with the Snowden's.
I knew the Snowden's from when I was in first grade.
Wow.
We
Ryan
live in
and
the
Brian.
same neighborhood.
That's cool. That's cool. Man, I remember one thing I hated about working in theater. I hated to get lectured. One day, Presley lectured me about my job. He said, "Aaron, come walk with me." And he walked with me around the building and talked to me about my future at Carmike Cinema. And he lectured me. And he gave me a lecture. And at that point, I was just so ticked off. I hated to be lectured. Yes, I might have did a bad job. I understand. I do better.
Bad job.
That one manager with the tooth that kept falling out. Beard. He did that too. I hated that. I hate to be lectured. Even to this day, I hate to be lectured.
That was my reputation. I never got lectured, ever.
See,
even though sometimes I did a bad job, I don't know why. I'm not a mean guy.
You're just scary.
I don't think I am. No, that's
you're like Sully before we knew that Sully was nice and Munch's thing.
Maybe.
Does that make me like?
Maybe. Wazowski.
Boo. No, yeah. I mean, I didn't like that. Oh, let's talk about while we're here with these people. Let's talk about real quick some of the regulars. Do you remember Charlie Farley?
Charlie Farley worked there.
Charlie Farley. I enjoyed Charlie Farley.
Charlie Farley was immortal.
He still is alive. I seen him the other day.
No, I mean he was like 60 something and looked like he was in his late 30s.
Yeah, still today. Yes, no lie. I ain't lying to you. He used to go. He came to the theater and he would get his popcorn with more butter. He get more of the grease and less popcorn.
Yeah, some little popcorn with his butter.
Can I get a little popcorn with my butter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a little popcorn?
And he would work there like one day a month.
Yeah.
And the whole reason he did was so he could get in for free to see the movies. The dude,
he's rich.
He was rich.
I've been to his house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When the theater was getting remodeled, me and Joey Smith went to deliver some. We took some of them chairs that was not supposed to be taken to his house.
Oh, I just had a memory of somebody else. I'm not gonna.
Somebody else got some chairs?
No, not chairs. Somebody else that worked there, but we'll talk about that later.
Off the camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to be mean.
But yeah, no, it was cool, and he would come in every now and then and buy everybody lunch. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I was never there when he bought everybody lunch
on purpose. No. And then there was this one guy. I don't remember anything about him more other than the fact that he would always comb his hair. He would check his doors to his car 5 or 6 times before he even walk up to the. He had very OCD. And then there's a family of Armenians or something that would just sneak into every theater and watch every movie while they're there.
Wow. And
they don't know what they're doing. I'm looking at him like, sir, you and your hairy family should not be going into this theater. And they say, I know no English. I'm like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know English.
Yeah. What do you think about double selling? Is that too soon?
No, it's not too soon. I never.
He never did it.
I never did it. I never had the opportunity to do it. I don't know if I would have if I had the opportunity.
To let you all know, double selling is taking. You broke into the 6. I can't even think. But double selling is taking movie tickets, and you somebody will come up to buy a movie. You take the ticket, you rip it, you give them that ticket. You instead of giving them the other ticket, which you're supposed to put in the drawer, you keep it. And then when somebody comes up
to buy the same movie,
you sell them the other part of that ticket.
You
pocket the money.
Yeah.
I never did it. I seen a lot of people do it though.
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people made a lot of money doing that.
Double selling.
A lot of money. And that's why Carmike went out of
business.
It's
no longer available for us. Hopefully they don't do it at Regal.
I don't think they can do it anymore.
I enjoyed. I mean, and then after I worked at Carmike for a while at the Greenwood, and then from Greenwood I moved over to Carmike Cinema Plaza 6, and I worked there. Me and Joey was great friends. He became a manager at one point. I didn't like him as a manager because friends and management kind of collide.
They have to do things that they don't necessarily want to do.
But I love Joey today. You know, but I worked at Carmike for a while under Spanky. He was a manager there, and I loved it, man. It was great. Nova Chandler was there.
Barry.
Oh, Barry
was awesome.
Yeah, Barry was awesome. Man,
Randy Wilson.
Remember Weasel?
Yeah. He was there a little bit. He came in right as I was heading out.
Weasel, Shauna was there. She came in a little later.
Yeah, she was part of that whole crew that I knew from high school.
But
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. I forgot about Georgia.
Yeah. Apparently she's doing pretty decent for herself now.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think we should
I haven't talked to anybody. I just saw something on Facebook where she's like getting a law degree or something like that.
I think this is what I think we should do. Well, let me finish this story first. After I left Carmike, around 2000, I want to say 2001, Great Escape Theaters was opening up, and then me and several other people went and applied there. Then I got hired there and worked there for about 7 years. I was there for a long time until somebody became a manager and we didn't mesh.
Jail.
Yeah, but I enjoyed my time at the theater. There was great too. The booth, the stairwell, it's crazy, it's creepy, but I loved it. I loved working at the theater. But I think it'd be awesome for us all to have a Carmike reunion. That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be insane. I would be more inclined to go to that than I would a high school reunion.
It would be better than a high school reunion.
Yeah.
We should. Hey, Mary, get on top of that. Frank,
I don't think
you can do this.
Do it. But if you know anybody, if you guys know anybody that worked at the Carmike during this time or
Joey,
whatever, get a hold of them. We need to figure. That would be awesome. That would be really cool.
It'd be cool to even maybe planning around going to see something. Maybe something will come out and we'll watch it. And just go to Carmike Greenwood 6 and take it over.
Yeah, we run this.
Because we know better than the people that work here. I ain't gonna lie to you. We know better than the people that work. You know how many toy rooms I have hidden at theaters, and y'all still don't know where they are? Yeah, I'm just saying that stuff. We ran that. We knew those places. We know, although they remodeled it, we knew it.
We broke into the plaza and stole a bunch of posters from you guys.
I remember that. I think it was on Crime Stoppers.
I don't know, but that was us.
Baker 40. We have.
I hope the statute of limitations is out on that.
We don't care. Yeah. Tell me about your favorite movie theater experiences. Did you ever go to any other theaters, whether it's Carmike Greenwood 6, Carmike Plaza 6, or Carmike Martin Twin, which was the Dollar Theater later on in life, or The Great Escapes? Let us know. Did you ever see us at the theater? What's your experiences with us at the theater? Let us know what you think. Once again, my name is Aaron Whitlow.
And I'm Ken Whelan.
We are the Swoop Squad. You have a good day.